Hey guys, so I got a few questions. I was asked what kind of water do I drink? I drink filtered water. If it tastes good, I'll drink it. I do not like well water that has been softened. That stuff is gross to me. I don't drink tap water unless I absolutely have to. I prefer reverse osmosis, purified or distilled water, whatever that is. I have a Primo water system at home. It's basically just I go to the store and I get a 5-gallon jug of pre-filled water. I recycle the container and then I bring it home and I put it on my little dispenser. And then when I'm out and about, I will drink bottled water. So I'm not really too concerned about the plastic or anything. I just kind of get get what tastes good so I can stay hydrated. So my main thing with water is to just stay hydrated. That's to me the most important thing. So I'll drink whatever water in order to stay hydrated. And I drink probably like 3 to 5 liters of water a day. And keep in mind I am nursing, so my water needs are a little bit higher than somebody who is not. Second question, organic versus conventional produce. What do I eat and what do I recommend? I prefer to get organic, especially if it's fresh. I find that organic bananas taste better, organic potatoes taste better, organic greens taste better. But again, like I'll do what I have to do in order to get the carbohydrate calories in. So I prefer organic. Generally, if it tastes good, it means that it was well grown, even if it is conventional. The problem with a lot of produce just in general that you're getting from the grocery store is it's picked where it's unripe, so its nutritional quality is not going to be what it would be if it was picked later on, or if if you take it home and allow it to ripen up. So I will buy my bananas ahead of time and let them ripen before I eat them. So I always eat my banana spotty. The rice that I get is not organic. I generally buy the Thai jasmine white rice in a 25-pound bag from the store for like $13 or $14. It's really cheap. Because I don't have consistent access to organic rice that's in large quantities. So, especially because most of the time I live out in the sticks, so I have a limited grocery store that I can go to. Right now it's mainly Walmart. And a lot of people hate on Walmart, but the thing is that they carry consistent products and they do carry a lot of organic and vegan products. So, and they are available when you live out in the boonies. That's what's good about that. So, do what you can. If you have a budget where you can get organic stuff all the time, then great. If you don't have access to it all the time, don't fret, just get what you can. If something tastes like crap, then it probably is crap. If it tastes good, even if it's not organic, then it probably is good. And if it tastes like crap and it's organic, then it probably is crap. So that's kind of what I go about. Generally, organic produce will have a higher nutritional density to it, especially if you let that, produce ripen. If it's fruit and it tastes really good, then it probably is really high quality produce. I don't recommend shopping 100% at Whole Foods unless you are like a millionaire, because they're very expensive and a lot of their products you can get at other stores for way less. The stores that I like to shop at are I go to Walmart a lot actually, and that's a lot of times because it's the only store that's in the area that I'm in, and I still have to drive like 20 minutes to get there. But I like Sprouts, I like H Mart. I went to Sprouts all the time when I lived in Arizona. What else do I like? Aldi's. Aldi's carries a lot of organic. I haven't really been to Aldi's too much, but I do plan on getting over there to see what kind of stuff they have. Yes, I love you. Okay. Uh, what else? Oh, what kind of sugar do I use? I prefer organic cane sugar, organic raw cane sugar. That's what I use the most of. It's the cheapest. I can get a 3-pound container for like $3 or $4, and that'll last me a little while. And it's like a Florida organic raw cane sugar. Again, I picked up at Walmart. It's only like $3 or $4. The flour that I like to use is Pillsbury gluten-free all-purpose flour. That's what I use for the pizza that I make. It has, you know, no fat, no salt, and only like 2 grams of protein per serving. But in terms of sugar, I will use, you know, what's available. Like right now I'm staying in a hotel because our trailer's being serviced, so I am using the little sugar packets that they put out for coffee and stuff in the morning because I forgot my container, and that's just like white sugar. And I do like the taste of coconut sugar, but I don't find that, you know, it goes great in some recipes, but it doesn't work well in others, so I just use the cane sugar in most of what I do eat. Other questions that I had. Oh yes, somebody had a question if I work or if my husband works and why we live in a trailer. So I just wanted to share real quickly that the reason we live in a trailer is because my husband is an electrical lineman. So he does line construction of electrical power lines. So what you see outside of your house, the poles and the lines and the towers and the transmission lines along the highway, he builds those and does maintenance on them. So he does an extremely dangerous job. I think it's the 4th most dangerous job in the world, and he is paid very well for doing that. But our lifestyle is a little unconventional because of it. We basically, because he's a contracted lineman, a union contracted lineman, we travel around for work. So we have lived in a lot of different areas in the country, and we live in a travel trailer because it's the easiest way to get around and not have to worry about, you know, breaking leases all the time and losing money there. So we just live in a travel trailer. I also had a question, and I work as a nutritionist on my website, www.nutritionbyvictoria.com. And then I do YouTube videos, and I'm a full-time mom. So I really, because of our traveling lifestyle, I don't have the opportunity to work a conventional job, so I created one for myself. What else? The last question I had was about what do I plan to do for school with the baby? You know, that's a few years off from now. It depends on where we're living at the time, if we've settled down somewhere, because we do have the opportunity to settle down with my husband's career as well. If he, you know, depending on where we decide to live. You can basically make the most money by tramping, which is, you know, traveling from job to job and kind of like following the money. And so that's what we're doing right now. And then you can also opt for like more of a home life, but you're limited in terms of like financially what you can achieve with that. Shh, shh, shh. Needy girl. Okay. So, it depends. I'd be okay with homeschooling her, especially for like kindergarten or 1st grade or things like that. But eventually, you know, she's going to need more of a social life. And I think it's important that little kids get into sports and, you know, have, you know, an academic presence where they're able to get more than what I'm able to provide. And I know personally, when I was a kid, I had trouble like concentrating. I never wanted to do schoolwork at home, but when I was at school, I found it a lot easier to concentrate. So we'll see. And it depends on what she wants to do too. I mean, I do take her to the park, so she does get some social time in there, but, you know, I mean, it totally depends on where we're going to be at in our lives when she starts going to school. But thank you for the questions. I hope that if you have more, just let me know, and I'll do another Q&A video. And yeah, stay healthy. Bye, guys.